We were actually sitting around the table one night talking about the election and how it was very negative, and not only locally but nationally. And my husband just said he was going to write in Jason, and Jason said, "Oh, you mean you could do that? You could write me in, and could I run?"
The race for a Santa Cruz County supervisor seat is heating up. An independent candidate is launching a write-in campaign for the 5th District.
A write-in candidate for supervisor in Santa Cruz County says he's pretty good at math, and he says he never lies.
Probably the youngest person to ever run for office in Santa Cruz County.
He doesn't have a lot of experience because he's only 9 years old.
And perhaps more of an underdog than Ross Perot.
Brush with local politics has been a pretty good experience so far.
He says he's pretty good at math, tells the truth, and thinks some of the questions by the media are weird.
That is not stopping the 4th grader from taking on politics.
Something a little bit cleaner and fresher and an alternative, in case somebody wants none of the above.
Driving around Felton these days, don't be surprised to see one of these. They're write-in Jason bumper stickers.
I swing my beat at the playground, you know? Come on, y'all, do the shoulders in effect. Put your hands in the air, put your hands in the air. I want to see nobody sitting in that chair. Do that, roll, you on that. Whoa, coming in third. Now it's about that time that I get hurt. Hey, none of my rhymes will never ever be slurred. Word to her, play tricks on your nerve. Every word I serve is real superb. And I'll be right back with part 2 of this funky rhyme, G. I'm just gonna sit back and listen to this ghetto sweat. Cause this is what I do at the playground. You know what I'm saying?
This is actually a good experience for me.
Like a true politician, Jason Darnell is smooth before television cameras, undaunted by the onslaught of media interested in learning more about the young supervisorial candidate.
Wonderful array of questions from the kids, real intelligent questions, and Jason's capability in answering them has been real impressive.
4th grade at Gateway School is almost turning into a campaign center.
He is taking his campaign seriously. His main issue is the environment. Specifically, he wants curbside recycling county-wide.
Do curbside recycling because my mom's getting really bored of going back and forth doing recycling, so I wanted to do that.
To his position papers, he says the county holds a lot of boring meetings.
Jason says what's bothered him the most about the supervisorial campaign has been the mudslinging between the other 2 candidates, Fred Keeley and Patrick Dugan.
It was kind of boring because it was just yelling mostly.
Major candidates for supervisor have spent their time arguing over an allegedly phony college degree and trading charges of lying.
And I didn't like what they were saying and everything, and they were yelling at each other.
Now the big guys are facing a real threat that could decide a very tight race.
Anything that can draw people into the process of participation, I think it's a positive turn of events.
It could pull votes away from you, huh?
Yeah, well, I guess that could happen too.
He's a politician who's proud of his past. No extramarital affairs. Frankly, he says, the thought of sex is disgusting. He's never tried drugs, he's never avoided military service, and he has no ties to savings and loans.
Jason won't stay up for election results to roll in next Tuesday. He has homework, and it's a school night. Nevertheless, he can probably teach older politicians a thing or two about running for office.
All the media attention may be having an effect on Jason. He told his mom that he had a nightmare last night, dreaming that he was in the woods attacked by a pack of wolves. Now, where do you think he got an idea like that? Maybe it's from all the TV cameras following him around and reporters asking stupid questions. But Jason looks comfortable in front of the camera. In fact, he seems like a natural politician. In Santa Cruz County, Tony Rusomano, Channel 5.
Jason says he plans to run for office again, and he hopes to become president someday.
Now, Jason's parents say the process has been a rich learning experience for the young candidate. We can only imagine what will happen in about 9 years from now when Jason Darnell becomes old enough to vote and actually old enough to qualify for some of these political offices.
Jason says that one day he'd like to run for president. That idea seems to make his mom a little anxious.
You get the feeling he's going to press grade point average as one of the issues? I think so.
That's our news. We'll see you tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. Have a good night, everybody.